That's a stereotype. I take my job very seriously. My name's Aches and I'm an artist from Dublin. I've been painting graffiti since 2007 and in 2015 I started painting murals. I'm not sure, I've got a few favourites but I don't really have any specific one. But I did paint a hurler last year in Cork, which I loved. That was the tallest mural I've painted in Ireland, so I really wanted to paint that piece for a long time. I just hadn't got the right wall for it, so I was really happy when that came about. It was at a street art fest called Ardew. The impact I've seen from murals around the world is just the positivity it gives to the people. Like when I'm painting, you'll always get locals stopping by, asking questions. They're really like enthusiastic about what's going on and love the colour. And it's great as well when you're painting and there's other artists painting who all have completely different styles, because then there's something for everyone, you know, and it's free. Like you don't have to pay to get in to look at the art. It's public art, it's for everyone. So it's a great way of adding a bit of like life to an area. There's plenty of artists that want to paint murals, and I think it's an easy way to brighten up an area. I have to be the most liked one. No, I'm joking. When I was painting it, I noticed there was a lot of dog walkers out, lots of dogs. So it was really nice that like most of them were stopping and they all wanted to know who the dogs were, if there were any specific dogs. I think there was a few jealous dog owners. But other than that, just to add some colour to the street. My first impressions of the area was great. Like it seems very lively, very nice. The murals that are already here, the pre-existing murals, are all great. And Rob gave me a tour around to have a look at them, and it was so nice to see like these internationally acclaimed artists all having murals. Yeah, it's great to see. And again, like the locals were talking to me and telling me that they really appreciate what the lads in Rock Point Leisure have been doing. So yeah, it's great. Got a show coming up in Dublin in November, and then other than that, it's just I'm focusing on this show, but again I'm already thinking about my next show, which will be next year. Yes, no comment. That's deep, isn't it? My legacy, I haven't really thought about it, but definitely like I do want to paint larger walls. Living in Ireland and growing up painting in Ireland, there's not much of a chance to paint large scale murals. The tallest building in Dublin, Liberty Hall, is only like 13 or 14 stories, and that's all glass. You know, that's the tallest by a long shot. So you'd be lucky to get a 2-story gable of a house in Dublin. As I said, the mural I painted in Cork was 4 stories, so that was great to get that opportunity. But other than that, it's tough. So that makes it very hard to create a portfolio to travel with. Actually, you need a portfolio of large-scale murals to get invited to other places. So it's hard to build that up. But going forward, I'd like to just start painting larger walls, you know, because they're hard to come by in Ireland. So if I could collaborate with any artist, that's a tough one. Don't want to blow smoke up anyone's hole, you know. No, but geez, I'd love to collaborate with Bridget Riley. I think her work is absolutely epic. It's just so good. I wouldn't have much knowledge of art in general, so I came across her work last year. I was doing some paintings and someone mentioned her name to me, and I did some research, bought her book, and it's just mind-blowing, the stuff that she was doing. I love it. Who else? Jack B. Yates, probably. He's an Irish artist. He's dead now, but he was a great painter. I always, whenever I'm in Dublin, or if I go to the National Gallery, I always go in and check out the Liffey Swim by Jack B. Yates. I love that painting. The advice I'd give to anyone starting out is just invest in yourself, but with time. Just paint as much as you can. If you have any free days or anything, just paint every day. Like there was a time a couple of years ago I was painting 6 days a week, 7 days a week, just constantly painting. And it's the only way you're going to improve. You won't improve if you're not painting. So my style has evolved over the years. When I started painting in 2007, I was like addicted to like wild style graffiti, kind of old school New York stuff. And I tried to master that as best as I could, and I failed every time. It was just shit at it. And then 2014 maybe, I started to kind of make my work a bit more graphic. I studied visual communication, so when I finished up in college, I kind of used my knowledge that I'd learned there to kind of merge with my graffiti, and I stripped back the graffiti a lot and kept it more simple and just tried to make it more graphic and clean. And then in the past 5 years, since 2016, I've been working on using additive colour theory and subtractive colour theory as the main inspiration for both my letter pieces and my murals. I haven't always written aches. In 2007 when I started writing, I was writing dies, and I wrote that for about a year, and then I swapped to aches, but spelled A-K-E-S, just because I liked the letters, so I just picked 4 letters out of the alphabet I liked. Then I'd say I was writing that for maybe six months to a year, and then I changed it to A-C-H-E-S, and I've been painting that ever since, so probably since 2009. There was another graffiti artist in Paris who was a big name, and obviously when I started painting graffiti I didn't know anything about it, and then an older head in Dublin put me onto his work and was just like, yeah, by the way, there's a well-established writer in Paris, and checked him out and he's sick, and I was like, oh, right, yeah, I better change my name. So I did. Going back home to Dublin, I have to get a flight from London, get the train tomorrow to London, and then fly from Stansted, fly home, and a few bits to do back home. So I kept looking at you when I was answering the questions. I was like, oh shit, I have to look in the lens. Yeah.